These are the very latest Carp 7 pole floats, and behind me is top match angler Chris Vandervleit. We're at one of his favourite venues, which is Lake John Fishery in Essex. It's absolutely full of fish, perfect for a float like this. So let's take a closer look at the Carp 7 in action. Is that a decent bream, Chris?
Yeah, it's a better one, John. But the last few I've been catching.
Yeah, you had a real good run of like 3 to 4 pound fish, and then they disappeared, and then, well, hopefully they've just come back again.
So a nice one.
And you're catching these down the edge, aren't you?
Yeah, all in about 3.5 foot of water.
Yeah.
Triple dead red maggot.
Plenty of ground bait.
Plenty of ground bait, plenty of worms and casters. 018 mainline, 018 hook end.
Yeah. As the day goes on, we might even catch some carp. It'd be nice to catch some carp today. So, but at the moment you're trying to get through 100 pound of bream to get to it.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping we get a couple of carp.
Yeah.
That's why I'm using the pink one too.
Yeah.
It's not too strong. It's a nice softish elastic.
You've got 3 or 4 rigs all set up, all with Carp 7 pole floats, and down the edge you're using the 0.4. Fish straight away. How many fish are down there?
What? Yeah. Yeah, for the edge rig it's a 0.4.
Yeah.
Carp 7.
And you've sort of medium to short pole to swim in front of you as well, haven't you?
Yeah, 7 metre line. I've got a 0.8 gram rig.
Yeah.
And a 1 gram.
Yeah.
Both Olivet rigs.
Positive rigs.
Positive rigs to get through the small fish.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're positive rigs, but we're fishing for predominantly skimmers, but there's also a chance of carp. You've had the tench today as well, haven't you? There's all sorts in here. Big perch as well.
It is a special water, definitely.
Yeah, and it's not all carp.
No, it's not all carp. Unfortunately, I'm trying to catch a carp today.
But the float's been working well anyway, hasn't it? So
it's been working perfectly.
That banded tip, you can see your float dancing around. Like you say, there's a lot of fish down there, and you need to know when to strike.
Yeah, you can see every lift bite, every movement. It's perfect. Right stem is brilliant.
Yeah, I mean that's the main difference between this and the Carp 6. It's essentially the same float in terms of the tip and body. But it's the all important wire stem that's the big difference. Whereas it was
got a jumper.
That's about £4, that isn't it? Yeah, the Carp 6 had a carbon stem, and this one's got a 0.6 stainless steel stem, and that makes all the difference on a big open water venue like this, especially in open water, but also down the edges. It's proven you get lots of stability. The float just sits upright, doesn't it, straight away. And it's working for you in the swim straight away, isn't it? Look at that. This is awesome. What a place. So, I mean, when you're catching potentially 100 pound of fish today, I mean, this is a place where you can catch 100 pound of silverfish. So you're putting your float through a lot of abuse, haven't you?
Oh, definitely. I mean, today I've probably caught maybe 100 pound fish.
Yeah.
Line
not a single mark.
No mark. I put my nail in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't even mark.
Although it's a very soft balsa inside, I'm squeezing that as hard as I can as well. There's absolutely no indent there whatsoever. But you've been field testing for a little bit, and they've already been coming up in trunks, haven't they?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago I caught 147 pound on them. There was a couple of carp involved in that. Yeah. One was 15 pound, one was probably 20. But as you say, they only counted 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Colin doesn't like the bigger carp in this.
No. So you've got the float shotted, so just the red portion's showing above the surface, but it's dancing around there quite a bit, isn't it, with so many bodies in the swim?
It certainly is.
And that's really helping you know when to strike, like that.
Oh, it's a jumper.
that's jumped about 2 foot out of the water then. It's a good breeze again. I think that just shows that these floats really do have the spot bites really well, and they're a great float for amassing a big bag of fish, as Chris is doing today. So let's just watch the man in action.